And good afternoon. Warp103 bringing another video. This time here we're bringing you, is the key worth the gold from the black market? So we're going to go through it real quick. So sit back, relax, and of course enjoy the show.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
All right, now basically right here so that you can see the key. Now I didn't have enough gold to actually buy the key, so basically I had to use, now this is my EU account, so basically I didn't have enough gold to buy it, so I just decided, just for your guys, I'm actually going to spend, money to show you what it is. Again, this is, you see me buying it through EU. Again, this is the procedure if you have to buy gold. You can see I'm checking off the things for the end. I'm also clicking on, which way I want to pay for it. So once you do that, it's going to say selected, debit, credit, however you're going to do it and everything else. So that, again, they're doing this for your guys' purposes and everything else. So that I already have an NA account. So I didn't have to do this on my NA account. So I just, again, wanted to do this to show you guys what it actually going to do to actually get the thing for your guys and see how it actually is going to work. All right, so basically you can't see it here. They text you to separate you doing it in the background. I purchase it and then I click OK. Come back to the screen again, and then from there you click on the deal went through. You get the key, and you can see it taking it out of my account. And then this is what actually comes up afterwards. Now basically it makes it really simple so that you are basically, once you got the key unlocked, it locks the warehouse. So you click, you're going to click on the warehouse again. It tells you what the key does. On the far side it says unlock the warehouse, and then it says order deliveries. So this is what it comes up with. So once you click on this, the first thing that comes up is a tank comes up in slot 1. Now once it comes up in slot 1, you have the opportunity to actually pay for a different one if you don't actually like this tank here. So it's like, okay, well, if you don't like the tank that's right there, you click on it, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to bring up a separate tank and then give you another delivery. Now the amounts for these deliveries is a problem because, again, we're doing it, is it worth the gold? But actually it should be, is it worth the gold and worth the silver? Now in my case here, it's like that if you don't have a lot of tanks, it's not going to be worth the silver, because it's going to go through all the tanks that you've never had on your account. So since this is my EU account and doesn't have any gold tanks attributed to it, all you're seeing is basically black tanks, or tanks that really are, to me, again, I only went down one line, so I'm basically stuck with, for me, I should have just, I was hoping for a defender or something like that so that I can use everything else. Because again, that came in the black market, but you only see tanks that literally were in the black market before. So again, that's why you're seeing the T-34B, you're seeing the Alpine Tiger, you're seeing the Grand Finals AMX. But since I have an IS, I'm going down the heavy line of the Russians, I should have stopped right at the beginning when I seen the IS-6B. So for me, you have to think about, was it worth it for what you paid for in gold? Again, can you get the IS-6B for less than what I paid for? And actually you can't. So was it worth the gold in this case here? Well, yes, it was definitely worth the gold, 5k gold to get the IS-6B. Again, could you get this tank lower and everything else? That maybe if you have it on sale and you have the coupon for it and everything else like that. But majority of the times, well, actually even with the 30% coupon, it's like that you won't get it for this price, because again, it's up there. So this is what it looks like on my EU account. Now in NA, I have lots, and I mean lots of gold tanks. and you know, a lot of tanks that you don't see in the garage and everything else all the time. So for my NA accounts, since this account's been, I mean, both accounts have been around for a long time, but again, I don't play my U account really much at all, whereas my NA account is my primary account. So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, well, since I'm on NA, the way this works is it only, if you have a, the tank already in your account, it does not show you the same tank again. So if you have, auction is really good if you have lots of tanks on your account. That way there, so that you can always get a tank that you haven't got before. Like this tank here. This tank here is, I've seen it go for $100 for, you know, a tier 3. Now, for me personally, I don't play tier 3, go down to Seal Club and everything else of that. So it's like, is this tank worth it for me? If I was a collector, yeah, this tank would be golden, because again, this tank is, I've seen it go for $100. Like, this is one of the tanks that people shell out cash for, just, you know, because they can go down to tier 3 with this tank and basically decimate everybody, you know, because it's crazy. But you notice again, to change over delivery cost from one thing to the other is, you know, basically almost a million credits. That's what I have a problem with. This to switch over from one tank to another should be a lot less. Again, I would, you know, 100,000 to, you know, 100,000, then 200, 300, 400, 500. Again, that should have been where it's at, not 1.5. Now you can see the hydrostat was up next. Again, another tank that you go to lower tiers, you basically bash people's heads in, you know, at tier 5, and ooh. Now you can see right now, again, this is how it showed up on the screen. It was like it just like this before. So if, you know, would it be worth it for the Chrysler K? Well, no, because the Chrysler K literally has came up before for actual credits. So since I don't have the Chrysler K, that's why it comes up again. Because again, would it be worth it for gold for the Chrysler K? For me, it would be a solid no. Because again, it's on black market, has been up for credits. But then the golden goose came in, it's like that, and it's the Type 59G, the gold version of this thing. Yes, again, since I don't have the Type 59 and everything else, since I have a lot of tanks and everything else, that I win the gold prize because I get the best one that I consider the best tanks, because again, it's still rare. And it's the gold version of the tank, even though, you know, I remember this is going for 25K in gold, and then the auction one came out for 20K, and then it actually went for purchase. So it cost me a bunch of credits, but I got the golden Type 59. Nice, and I got it for less than 25K in gold.
That's big.
So yeah, awesome. Now again, is this good? Each progressive thing costs you more and more and more to get. So if you get in the first one, you're golden, but in the end, it's going to cost you credits going all the way through. But is it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it for me. Well, thank you guys for watching. This is Warp103 saying warp out, have fun, and we'll catch you